Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Today we're discussing WrestleMania review. I watched yesterday and today as well. Now yesterday, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was a little bored, but today, night 2 was cool. It was cool to see it. We're gonna dive into night 2, but I gotta cover night 1 real fast. We see on night 1, I believe, Paige returned like that. She won the tag team titles. She filled in for Nikki Bella. Getting the victory. Her and Brie Bella are new tag team champions. We also seen Seth and Gunther. That match was good, actually. I like that one right there. That was a good match. Braun Breaker returning, so we're gonna see Braun Breaker and Seth have a feud going forward. But Gunther and Seth, they got to run that back again eventually as well. I just seen both of those guys. So we seen some cool stuff with that. And then also in the main event, Cody Rhodes defeated Randy Orton. It was a lot of people hated that main event. I feel like it wasn't like the worst main event ever. People saying it's the worst one ever. I don't think it's the worst one ever, but it's like it was a little like a little shaky, of course, like that. It might not be down in history, but we'll see how the storyline continues. But on night 2, we're seeing the main event, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Good match. That's a very good match right there. I like that match right there. A classic match between two greats going at it. CM Punk put everything he got out there into the match. He even went he even kind of cheated a little bit. The low blow and then getting the GTS wasn't enough like that, and couldn't muster up enough. You know, he did that move a few times. Remember, he defeated Seth Rollins, the bounce off, and you do a second GTS. Moxley, we beat Moxley for the AEW World Title. He bounced off second one, but this time it didn't work. Like he was exhausted and got hit with a spear. That first spear, not the wind out of him. Like you could tell, like the way he like just drove him, like Ray Lewis hit him. And then the second spear, bouncing from rope to rope, kind of like he did the Undertaker at WrestleMania years back, and got the victory. Roman Reigns is the world champion. I didn't think Roman Reigns was ever gonna win the world title again, but I guess the storyline kind of like built it up for us. So we'll see what Roman Reigns does next. But that right there was a good match. That was probably the match of WrestleMania like that. I think of today and yesterday. The latter match was very good too. Penta coming out there with the shotgun mask on was very cool, and seeing Dragon Lee, Penta, Javon Evans. I thought Javon Evans was gonna win at first, but I was like, okay, Penta retained, which was good. Penta been a good champion so far. I think I have a Penta. I do have a Penta shirt in there, right? It's the old one, I think, from AEW. Let me see. I think it is in there. Where's that at? There we go. There we go. I haven't worked this in a long time. This was like, there you go. I pull out the storage like that. Some of these stuff I haven't seen in a while. That's the one with him and Ray Phoenix on there like that. Yeah, but Penta, good wrestler. Great wrestler. That Canadian Destroyer he did, that was very impressive too, because he did it like in the like short range. The ladder was right there, so he jumped over and landed it. That was nice to see. Rey Mysterio, of course, always great to see Rey Mysterio. He's a legend like that. See Rey Mysterio out there competing with the best of them. That was a good match. I like that match a lot. And then you look at Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. The match was all right. It was a solid match between the individual. I thought Jade Cargill was going to retain. I feel like that'd be maybe a little better with the storyline, but they really didn't have anything going for her when she was world champion. She only had like 1 or 2 title defenses, I think, throughout that whole time. So I feel like the main thing they were gonna have her go out, probably have Bianca Belair, maybe Naomi. So other people that was kind of drawn to her storyline kind of got injured a lot of the time, so they wasn't able to do those storylines. So yeah, my only gripe about night 2 really mostly is the commercials. I feel like both shows, it's crazy seeing like I know it's not pay-per-view, it's a PLE. Like that pay-per-view is a little different, but see commercials just ram through there a lot. And then the Danhausen segment, I know Danhausen is cool, but me, I'm not a really big fan of that comedy stuff and wrestling, all that little supernatural, people teleporting and shooting stuff. I don't like that stuff too much, but it's doing well because you see his t-shirts are selling well and stuff, and he's going out there and making a lot of money and stuff for the company, of course. But they could have had a segment, they could have had a match right there. You could have had the women US title match right there. You could have had Royce Keys fighting somebody right there. You could have had something right there. Like I feel like some more matches within that time span. You had that whole segment with the Miz and all that. I feel like you didn't really need that right there. But overall, the show was pretty cool. And then you look at Balor. What Balor is? This is from 2019. Yeah, the 2019 Classic. We got the real Balor back. Finally, I like his thing. In my opinion, he has him, CM Punk. They might have two of the best theme songs in WWE. Like the original Balor song like that. Him come out there as a demon, the street fight against Dominic. That was a pretty good match too. See him get the victory over Dom. That was nice. And then of course the show opened up with Obafemi. Obafemi going out there handling business. I like Obafemi a lot. He's gonna be a big star. He should be world champion probably within the next, maybe this year or something. You never know. I think maybe next year they might build it up he win the Royal Rumble or something, but he's gonna be very good like that. You know, Obafemi squashing Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar leaving his gloves in the ring and his shoes. So I guess he's gone like that. He'd basically be gone anyway. He's part-time, and he might pop up for one day and then be gone for 2 years. So he technically been retired kind of already. But Obafemi going out there handling business, getting the victory, and that was the right call too. I'm glad that Obafemi won that match. It's gonna be good to kind of see how his storyline goes a little bit. But Obafemi's nice. And then looking at Trick Williams winning the U.S. title, that was a solid match too between him and Sami Zayn as well. Trick Williams getting the victory, becoming U.S. champion, and we're gonna see how things go. So they kind of show you a little bit of stuff, you know, giving some new people out there, some new champions, some new storylines going. But that main event match with CM Punk and Roman, that was good. Something people have been seeing probably years back, but it never got an opportunity to happen. But now you see both of them going against each other in the main event like that in a big fight feel. It was very good like that, and that was actually the longest match of the weekend too. It was like 34-minute match. You know, every other match, that was still disrespectful. I feel like, in my opinion, like they had Liv Morgan and Stephanie back here, the World Championship. The match was 8 minutes. I'm like, come on. I'm like, no. I'm like, that should at least be like a 20+ minute match, like to see both of them fight back and forth. You think Van Kier, after everything she said in her promo, like how she had to go, she was like, where she was in Chile, and everything that she dealt with, like her upcoming and fighting hard to get to this fight. She's gonna lose the title in 7 minutes. I don't think so. I thought it would have been better to like kind of build more up into it and stuff as well. But yeah, they got to do a better job in balancing that a little bit. I think throughout the whole show yesterday, today they did a better job, but yesterday it was like only like an hour and like 20 minutes of wrestling in a 3-hour show, 2-3-hour show. Like, it's like, come on. I'm like, this don't forget what the W stands for. I know you love the E a lot of the times, but it's World Wrestling Entertainment. It's not World Talking Entertainment. It's not World Cinema Entertainment. It's World Wrestling Entertainment. Just add some wrestling to it like that. I know you gotta have every match be an anime final battle or something. And like, you know, I love watching AEW, but you know, AEW sometimes overdo it a little bit with like every match is a 40-minute classic. Like, okay, I know it's good to see a lot of those matches be good, but every match gotta be a 40-minute classic, of course, like that. But at least have a balance between the two, like have a mixture of some stuff. If both companies can find that way, like that, and find that like formula, it'd be very cool. I still want to see wrestling Olympics. All the major companies do a little big Olympic-like show every 5 years. I know some companies it won't help them, but I feel like it would be cool to see some mismatches and stuff, and some matches we never seen before. But that's basically all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be in Pittsburgh too as well. So on the Genesis channel, you're not gonna see me on here, but I'm gonna be on the Arsenal DB channel. I'm gonna be on Steelers Syndicate. I'm gonna be in Pittsburgh for the draft. The Steelers on there. We're on the road to 3,000 on Steelers Syndicate and 2,000 on the Arsenal DB. So I'm gonna be on those channels for a little bit. You're gonna see me, I think, for Daredevil review and Invincible on the season finale review and everything, and then Dynamite too as well. But after that, I'm gonna be kind of gone until I come back on Sunday. Like that, I might have something for you guys if we have something, but most likely probably not. You probably see me again maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday or something. So be on the lookout for that. But peace out.